present about abstract. So recent advancement in computing power and additive manufacturing has already made 3D printing become possible to design, optimize, and reproduce patient-specific procedures and prosthetics for neurosurgery applications. Magnetic resonance segmentation image has become hotspot in the field of segmentation of medical image, since segmentation is directly affected subsequent pathology research and clinical education. So for the part introduction, neuroimaging technologies such as MRI and CT have become invaluable methods for central nervous system diagnosis, disease diagnosis, and treatment. We focus on segmenting for 3D printing application, specifically for patients, because this area remains less developed. These imaging technologies provided a wealth of information on human tissues and organ anatomical structure and functional status.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wanur Arifah binti Mio Idris. Today I would like to present about separation of craniophagus conjoined twin based on case study. Based on my finding, craniophagus conjoined is the one of the rarest and most difficult in medical neurosurgery. The procedure of craniophagus conjoined twin is made up on discussion between medical specialists such as plastic surgery, neurosurgery, medical imaging, and others. And then, the parents of the patient will be involved in the discussion between the medical specialists. The most challenging procedure of the separation skull was at the base where the bone are thick and the bleeding was more than what was measured before. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurafika binti Ibrahim. So I would like to continue with the separation of craniophagus conjoined twins based on case study. So generally there are 4 general subclassifications of craniophagus, which are frontal, parietal, temporoparietal, and occipital. Next, there are 3 types of classification for craniophagus categorized as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Type 1, vertical craniophagus has both twins facing in the same direction, while Type 2, twins have faces on opposite sides of conjoined skulls, and the last one, Type 3, twins have an intermediate angle of rotation of the long axis. So lastly, general medical evaluations such as CT, MRI, angiographic studies was obtained to analyze the complex anatomy. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Aina. So, I am Fatin Aqilah, which presents about the applications of the specific method, which is applications of 3D printing in medical imaging. So let's start. One of the specific methods of the technology used in order to help the surgeons to plan and practice the separations of conjoined twins is 3D printing. So by referring to the article written by Jason, Eva, and also Sydney, MRI, resonance imaging, and computed tomography (CT) are part of neuroimaging technologies that become tools and treatments of disease related to central nervous system disease. This technology uses 3D models that would allow the clinicians or the surgeon to take devices and lay on brain or skull in order to plan the surgical coverage. So next, the next unit is on the general method by Bible, Gore, and also Antonia Vivas. They stated that the creations of 3D structures is a form of verbal prototyping that came from computer-aided design CAD. This helps in produce accurate simulations of the conjoined twin specimens and also enable the operator to visualize the anatomical structures in different angles. Thank you.
In the general written by Timothy I. Anderson, efficient by MRI segmentation
3D printing application, there are combined statistically based segmentation techniques with partial differentiation equation-based methods using neuromechanical models to provide an efficient algorithm for automated brain MRI segmentations. Findings show that combining this segmentation technique can efficiently segment brain MRI at a level of accuracy required for 3D printing application. Next, by referring to the trend and new directions in 3D medical modeling, 3D printing, anatomy and function in neurosurgical planning, written by Paulo Giorgiano. In neurosurgery, one technique that has likewise been invincibly used for pre-operative planning is diffusion tensor imaging (DTI), tractography, or fiber tracking. Tractography is a non-invasive technique that allows for the vivo localization of fiber track in the brain. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here to talk about the post-surgery of the Safa and Marwa case. Safa and Marwa is actually a conjoined twins that, in this case, to separate them, both of them, which the conjoint is actually happen at the head, both of them. So to separate the head is actually quite a risky thing to do, which is from the post itself says that not just the head is actually conjoined together, but also the vein and the brain. So without the technology that we have now, the evolution of technology of 3D printing, the MRI, also the ultrasound, here the technology help the surgery to be more accurate, and it will help the surgeons to do the trick. We can see that the 3D printing evolutions, it helped them to print the object, to print the head of both of them and see whether they can do the surgery or not. So they print it out and they see how they're gonna do the surgery. So not just that, because we have the MRI technology, they use the MRI technology to see how the vein, how the flow of the blood and everything that on the conjoined part, so the risky surgery can be reduced to make the surgery more and more successful for the outcome. So to say, actually technology for this medical equipment is actually important nowadays. So we can manage to pull out a very difficult surgery as such as Safa and Marwa case. Safa and Marwa nowadays live healthy and still ongoing post-surgery. But to say that technology is actually help this conjoined separation. The surgery is not only good for them, but for the future conjoined twins itself. So that's all for the post-surgery.
Hi, my name is Lim Zisong. In this part of the video, I will present about the emulation of the 3D model using Slicer. With the help of the technologies nowadays, the model of the conjoined twins can be printed out in 3D so that surgeons are able to study or do a simulated surgery in the 3D model. This can help the surgeon or doctors to have a clear picture of the structure or the body part of the twins. Before the 3D model is printed out in 3D, the model need to be emulated using application such as Slicer. Slicer is a software that can gather 2D MRI or CT scan images and emulate it into a 3D model. So in the next part of the video, I will emulate a body part of human from MRI and CT scan images using Slicer.
Hi, so we'll continue to the Slicer part. So first we open the Slicer software. You can just drag into here and press OK. So at here you can see a 3D model of the patient's head, and then here's the MRI This one is the actual image, which is you can view from top to bottom. This one is the coronal view, which you can view it from front to back, and this one is the sagittal, which you can view the head position from left to right. So here got a button. You can scroll it. From here you can see it from the top, go back to a middle and to the bottom. Yeah. And for this one, you can scroll from the left to the right. And this one, you can scroll from the front. Yeah, you can see the eyeball there and the mouth, and slowly go to the back. So this is the emulation of the slicer involved in 3D printing. After that, you can print out using a 3D printer.
So for the conclusion, our method makes use of standard clinical or research neuroimaging data, which is then translated into model and machine instruction for 3D printing. This paper studied the brain image segmentation algorithm. Firstly, some more effective method of brain image processing technology, histogram equalization are analyzed and discussed. 3D printing has opened up new, exciting possibilities in the field of anatomical education, designing, surgical training, and neurosurgery as well.